Welcome back, YouTubers and Madden fans. This is MADDENMONEYSHOT, sniffing out the Madden cheese as always. And I got something special for you today. We're in the Colts playbook, and I found a play that I'm sure it's in a couple other playbooks. You guys are going to have to let me know in the comment section, though. Let everybody know in the comment section what other playbooks this play is in. But I had to check out the Colts playbook. When I saw they have no I-form plays, and they have like a million gun plays, I was like, let me mess around with this playbook. I mean, this is obviously a pass-heavy playbook. But I'm still drawn to big formations like the strong and the I-form formation. So the first one I checked out was the strong wing, and I found something that pretty much destroys every single coverage in the game. Alright, so continuing on, we're going to go ahead, we're going to do some pass plays. So let's get rid of Doyle, put in Mack. We got our two best receiving options in the backfield. The first thing that I'm going to do is, where is it at here? The PA slide. This is basically the PA slide out of the bunch formation, just coming out of the strong wing, and I love it. So let's go ahead and let's pick that, go random 3-4 again. Like I said, if you look at that in the bunch setup, it's pretty much like the same deal. If you want to, you can do this. I don't find it helps, though. I don't find it's the best way to go. But I'll go ahead and run it like this one time. But you can see, like, the RB route just takes a little bit longer to get across. He actually is a much better option if you just leave him where he's at. But like I said, if you know this play from the bunch, the gun bunch, it's a really good play. It's just like, you know, this is basically doing it from a heavy formation, and it's terrific. I love it. So let's just, you know, there's no real adjustments needed. The only thing I would say is maybe blocking the running back. I like the play action, I really do, but it might be a good idea to block it. And then you're just reading from high to low, which is RB, you know, back. So, like I said, I mean, I like to get my feet set. I like the blocking advantage. You can see right there, I did not do the play action, and it was a problem. Or I did the play action, it was a problem. So let's just make sure we block that running back. And then, like I said, I mean, we just have. It looks like I'm getting a lot of man coverages, which are just getting worked. I mean, the routes are just streaking across the field. That's all they're doing. There's no real, you know, breaking the routes. They're just sprinting. I mean, they're just sprinting across the field. And then, you know, if it's a man coverage, I would say your first option would be the tight end there. As far as against man, because what Mack is doing, you can see there are slight breaks in the tight ends routes where Mack has no break, so he won't beat man. But against zone, he'll be great. Like right here, this is a zone. I probably should run this from the open side of the field. You can see I ran out of space there. So let's go ahead and let's move the ball all the way over. You can't do that in the game. Just know where you are on the field before you call this play. Always run these type of plays to the open side of the field so that I can get a little catch and run for my my running back there. But I'm getting a lot of mans. I'm getting a lot of man blitzes that are getting open immediately. Let's go ahead and let's do this one more time. Like I said, we're not getting a ton of zones. Look at this guy right in the middle of the field. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you have those many, you know, receivers streaking across the center, a lot of times it's going to pull your center linebackers away to the point where you can just go right over the middle. I mean, there's just so much space in the center. This is such an easy play. You're just kind of judging space. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of how you're reading the defense here. So right here, we got a lot of space underneath, and I'm just, you know, he's just kind of just pulling coverage down. To be honest with you, he's not getting a lot of looks. And I didn't really mention Hilton. Hilton's a really good option too. He's a great check down right there. I don't know what kind of defense this is. When you get gaping holes over the middle like that, and if your user is going to have the same problem, don't think that the user is going to take that away because of what Ebron is doing. You can't really cover both. They're just so brilliantly spaced. You know what I mean? It's just great spacing. Pretty much all these formations where you have two tight ends close like that and running routes that are somewhat similar but spaced like that, I mean, there's just not a lot you can do. That there was actually some tight man coverage, and they still caught it anyway. Let's go. So let's do this one more time. I guess I haven't really hit Hilton yet. I would like to. So there, we got a man coverage. Like I said, he's a really great check down. And as you can see, there's no coverage over the top to help, so just make one guy miss touchdown. I haven't had one issue yet as far as blocking either. As far as, you know, I don't know. I mean, a lot of these, they look like mans, but the way some of the zones act, they could really be zones. You know what I mean? A lot of times, the zones turn into man based off the fact that there's nobody on the right side of the field. So they'll try to follow these targets late and that's why they're getting so wrecked. You know what I mean? Like I said, they all look like man coverages, but there could very likely be zones. And a lot of times, the way the safeties are lining over the top, like cover threes, like this is probably cover three. You know what I mean? Like that might have been a cover three blitz of some kind because of the way the safety was. But yeah, this is a really good play. We'll just run this one more time. So we got that A route. I could take whatever I want. I could take A. I could take Hilton. I just take whatever I want. There's so much stuff open. Everybody's open on this play. Bottom line. So let's move on. And then last but not least, I just put this out in another video, but it's the post shot. So let's just pick that. It's the same play as the I-form twin tight end. I mean, if you didn't see that video, I'll go over now, obviously. But yeah, I mean, something's always open on this play. That's pretty much how this play goes. You're going to have, I mean, the X route there. If it's a cover 2 or a cover 3, I didn't knock that out last second. That's weird animation. But if it's a cover 2 or a cover 3, if you got inside leverage like he will have pretty much every time you motion him in, you know what I'm saying? Like right there, this is like a cover 1 man. That's why that guy dropped back into it. But one of these routes is always open because of the way that the routes are crossing. So when I motion in Hilton, if I see inside leverage like this, I just got to watch the linebacker underneath him and the safety over the top. And a lot of times the linebacker will drop down because you have a lot of stuff going on. If you just throw when he breaks, he's going to be inside. So to go over my reads, I mean, Hilton's first because he's a quick hitter. You know what I'm saying? He's open first. So, you know, like I said, if I make that throw when he breaks, I actually made that a little bit too soon. But if I make that throw when he breaks, I don't care if it's a cover 2 or a cover 3 or cover 4. He's going to get inside of the cornerback and he's going to get in front of the safety. So, like I said, right there, you know what I'm saying, he's just inside. But I can wait and throw it to the tight ends, too. You know, that's the first read is Hilton, but the most consistently open player is going to be Ebron. Ebron and the B route, obviously, the check down. So, I'm going from inside, you know, going from that receiver to Ebron next. And, like I said, Ebron is the most consistently open by far. He'll be open the most. So there we go right there. Look how they're dropping back on that route. Look at Ebron. He's just wide open. Like I said, you're gonna see that look a lot. He's the guy really on this play. But if Hilton's there, you gotta steal it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta take that right away. If he's there, you gotta hit that. Like right there. I could have waited, I could take an Ebron, but this is if it's there, it's a sure bet. And then like I said, last but not least, you got the B route, which is your check down. So by that point, somebody will always be open. And we got, I don't know what that was. I don't know if I'm going to make that play. But that was some sort of all-out man blitz or something. Excellent blocking on this play. I mean, you only got 3 routes. So, you know, you got all the blocking you need. You should be good there. It looks like we have another man coverage. And, you know, all these routes beat man, really. But the 2 tight ends are best against man. So we'll do this one more time. And that's pretty much the play. So here we go. Like I said, I could go X. He just doesn't break it. He doesn't make enough breaks in his route, and plus the length of the throw. But he beats man. It's just obviously you want to go Hilton because he's faster. So if it's all man blitz, you're thinking, you know, I can house it with Hilton way easier than I can house it with Ebron. You know what I mean? I think he doesn't even get past it. But you got to be smart, and the real man beating route is Ebron. You know what I mean? That's a much better man beating route because it breaks twice. So it's just better. So here we go. Like, I don't know why. Look at B in that double coverage. That's just the way this play is. Like, they just drop down. The outside guys typically drop down to B based off the fact that there's a safety up top not doing anything. So there, I can actually watch the replay. But like I said, I mean, B, there's no reason that B should be double covered. You know what I'm saying? But watch how this safety or this linebacker drops down. Like, why? You know what I mean? Like, you're double covering a 5-yard route, and you're just letting this guy cross behind you. But you're going to see that against most defenses. The last play is going to be the halfback toss. I'll probably have a play or 2 on my Patreon out of some of these. But this is pretty obvious. I mean, the toss, you know, we want our fullback back over Nyheim Hines. I actually think I'll put Nyheim Hines as my running back because he is fast. So now we're going to move him inside. So if I want to run this the same way, motion out Doyle, you can see how the whole line shifts. You know, that's something that is typical. I don't want to call it a flaw, but when there's 3 tight ends to one side, a lot of times it's a forced shift that the opponent really can't do anything about. So what I like to do is actually flip it the other way and then force that shift. Now, I don't have the blocking advantage, but there's nobody really in my way, so it really doesn't matter. So we're just going to run it. I don't know where that receiver was going. He's supposed to hold that block a little bit better, but you can see how there's nobody really on that side. That's the whole point. So, you know, if I want to, I can run it in Doyle's direction. I just don't find that I get the blocking advantage that you would think. I would rather run it short side, make a guy miss, you know, and then I just have a lot less people in my way over here. Like I said, I'll show you what it looks like if I run it to this side. It's not that great. There's so much going on over there. You know, you can make big plays out of it, but I'm getting more to the short side. You know what I mean? That shift isn't always going to happen in that way. I mean, it's like the linebackers and the line, but on line, it's typically just your defensive line. You know what I mean? It's not typically the whole shebang. But, you know, so it's like I said, there's two ways to run this. You can run it to the left, you can run it to the right. It's really up to you. But you have to make that decision before you motion the guy, because once you motion the guy, you can't flip the play anymore with the right stick. So, you know what I'm saying? Based off of, like, right now, I think I got a better look short side. You know, I'm going to go short side. You see with the shift. You know, a lot of times, like I said, I wish that receiver would stay home a little bit more. There he kind of did. He doesn't always. Whoa, what happened? I don't know. Those guys just fell over. I got to watch that on a replay. A bit more there. It actually looked like they tripped each other. All right, so here we go. Last time we're going to run this. And we have, like I said, this is, to me, this is the way that I would do it. As you can see, it's just, as long as that receiver holds up, it's a really nice play. So that's it. If you guys want to see a part 2 out of this, let me know in the comments section. Hit the like button, I'll do that. Other than that, thanks for watching MADDENMONEYSHOT out. Need more help or just want to show your support? Then head over to my Patreon and join my team, where you can get exclusive content like ebooks and bonus plays, as well as early access to my vids and more. Link in the description below.